Caesar, a buck that has made our farm his stomping grounds for quite some time now. To tell the story of Caesar, we're going to have to jump back to 2018. From an early start, he already had his name and was very recognizable by his big frame and curly brows. Our first encounters that I can remember, we thought he was a nice up-and-comer 3-year-old. We came to figure out that he was just a great 2-year-old back in 2018.
check. Annual Heartland Premiere. We are going to be getting started here before too long. We are running a few minutes behind, but this is a good opportunity to remind you that we do have raffle tickets available. So this is kind of a last call for you to get those raffle tickets. As you've seen on the tables in the back, we have a lot of really cool items that we're going to be raffling off tonight. In addition to that, we are also going to be doing a couple live auctions, one of which will be happening before the show starts, another one at the end of the show. So keep that in mind as we're trying to raise a couple great organizations. That will all get soon to get connected with the live stream, because we are streaming this on Heartland Bowhunter and Waterfowl's Facebook and YouTube pages, working through some kinks and getting that stream going, and then we're going to get started. So we won't be starting right at 7, but it won't be long after 7 that we get started. So get those raffle tickets, and thank you. Stand by. We'll get started shortly. All right, welcome back. We're here at the Stoney Creek Hotel and Conference Center for the 8th Annual Heartland Premiere. Hard to believe that we've been doing this in Heartland every year. We're going to have some interviews coming to you before we get the show started tonight, so stand by for that. We're also giving away a lot of free stuff for the first 300 people coming through the door tonight.
Yeah, we've got how many Yetis? I think 200 Yonders from YETI. We've got a bunch of gear that we've got set over here, and all sorts.
Onyx memberships?
Yeah, Onyx memberships. I forgot about those, and yeah.
Thanks to Onyx for being a sponsor, a supporting sponsor of the Heartland Premiere. This guy is the actual kind of headliner of the show tonight. Kind of little bit
of story, and actually Bruce just walked in with the mount, so I got to see it for the first time, so it's on display, so pretty surreal seeing it all come together. Yeah,
Sean will be interviewing you here in just a second with more details about that. And then of course Logan got to go to Alaska to go on a hunt with Alex Dicedou from our team, who draw once in a lifetime tag by you, Alex, a little bit later. But what was that trip like?
Oh yeah, crazy experience. 25 truly a once-in-a-lifetime thing. We got to shoot a ton of different sea ducks between Pacific Guiders and Harlequins that were on all of our bucket lists. And it's just, Cold Bay, Alaska, it's hard to beat. So.
Right on.
The eagle didn't steal the goose.
Yeah, didn't steal the goose.
So that's Logan Burnett with Heartland Waterfowl, Mike Hunsucker with Heartland Bowhunter, Sean Luchtel with Heartland Bowhunter. I'm Ronnie Phillips with Heartland Waterfowl. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You may not know this if you haven't watched last year. We've had a lot of people waiting since about 12 o'clock. People in line to get one of the YETI Yonders or possibly the Onyx Elite membership. So we're just gonna step out here, see what the energy level's like. How's everybody doing? Hey.
Clea.
Hi, Cleo. How far did you come to be at the Heartland Premiere? Anybody travel beyond? Anybody? Okay, we see somebody's raising their hand over here. Oh, okay. I think I actually kind of know this guy. What's your name?
Jeremy Miner.
And how far did you drive to be here today for the 8th Annual Heartland Premiere?
4 hours and 20 minutes.
That's it? Just 4 hours? But where are you from?
Iowa City, Iowa.
Okay, fantastic. And we actually know Jeremy. He's a hardcore fan. He's a regular. He comes every single year except for last year.
Sorry, I was catching some 40-inch northern, man.
I know, that was awesome. Congratulations. All right, anybody else traveling from afar beyond the... What's your name?
Brittany.
Brittany and...
Derek.
Derek, I think you guys are big waterfowl people, right? Like, you got to, don't you do like a waterfowl hunting guide?
Yeah, I do.
There's an opportunity to plug that.
Wing-locked waterfowl.
Okay, fantastic. And then you drug him here, right?
Oh, of course.
I mean, it wasn't like, hey, honey, this is what I want to do for Father's Day weekend. He was like, no, sir, this is what you're going to do for Father's Day weekend.
Yep, definitely.
Well, we really appreciate being with, well, let's check in with Logan, because he's going to be talking to Alex Dicedou about that Emperor Goose hunt in Cold Bay, Alaska. Here's that interview right now.
Hey guys, we're here with Alex Dicedou to talk about the Emperor Goose Tag, the once-in-a-lifetime goose tag that Alex drew. 25 non-residents get to draw this, just like we talked about before, but not give too much away. Yeah. After thinking, we went to Alaska. Tell us a little bit.
It really is a once-in-a-lifetime hunt. It's hard to put into words and really show on camera how gorgeous the landscape is, how rugged it is to be up there and to be hunting birds that are very, very rare. They're very hard to get, and to be able to draw this Emperor Goose Tag, incredibly lucky. It was a week that will never live as probably one of our favorite weeks that we've ever had. We cannot wait to tell this story, and I'm the Emperor never been enjoy it, and just thanks to Jeff Wasley at Four Flyways, and I cannot wait for people to see this.
A little bonus as well is we shot Pacific Eiders, Harlequin, Brant, Longtail. It was a mixed bag of everything. And on top of that, Jeff had an Emperor Goose Tag and as well. So looking forward to you guys seeing everything tonight, and we will pass that off to.
All right, we're here with Mike and Floppy. I don't think I really have to describe why he was named that, but you know, this is the buck that we're going to show the story on tonight. I guess kind of brief us, Mike, on the story, and again, not how he got his name, but just a little bit about him.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously very unique deer, and like when I first got pictures of him, had very damaged ears, and that just was like something very unique about a deer that we were able to like track and follow through. Enough deer that you can just see the antler characteristics and kind of didn't need it with this guy, and just a pretty cool story, man. And just 3 years in the making, you know, waiting for an opportunity to catch up with them. Had a few close calls, myself, Sean's dad, a few of us. Just one of those deer that just really eluded us, and you know, we do it a lot. We have a lot of experience in the woods and do it a lot, and it's like not often that we get our butts kicked by a deer, but this was definitely one that did that.
Let's go! Come on in! Welcome, guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. There you go. You were 2? How old are you now?
6.
Oh my gosh, you've been coming for 4 years. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
The old days.
It is like the old days. Do I look like a guy for radio?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's supposed to be an insult.
No, not at all.
Ronnie Phillips, sponsor to Midwest Land Group. Thank you so much, man. You guys have been such a great support to not only Heartland Bowhunter, but Heartland Waterfowl as well. You were a big supporter of our golf tournament yesterday. Just thank you so much. Tell us what's going on in the industry of land, selling land. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of different things with interest rates and land accessibility. Kind of tell us what the market is and why somebody would want to reach out to Midwest Land Group.
Sure. Well, so the reason you want to reach out to Midwest Land Group is because we're the best in the business. We can help you get your property sold. But probably the question everybody asks is, what are these land prices going to do right now? No, but here's my opinion of it. Land prices the past year up to almost 20%. We suspect it's going to flatten out. We don't have anything that shows that any recreational prices have ever gone down. So that's probably the number one question I get asked. Land prices should just stay steady for a few years before they start trickling up, because we just had never seen them fall. So that's our prediction for what the land's going to do. But it's been great. Business is up. We've expanded across 10 states in the last 8 years.
That was actually going to be my next, because you're streaming this live across the social media world, right? So for those who may be in the upper Northeast or in other parts of the country, people can find Midwest Land Group.
Sure. Well, the easiest way to find Midwest Land Group and find agents around is just go to MidwestLandGroup.com. You can see all of our agents there. We're in 10 states across the Midwest right now. So all the way from the Colorado border, all the way over to Illinois, north to Canada basically, and south all the way to, we don't go into Texas, but we're right at
Maybe in the future.
Well, you never know.
We're trying to get into all 50. Thank you again so much. Supporter of what we're doing. And of course, Clay, his son, is on Heartland Bowhunter. So be sure to check them out at heartlandbowhunter.com. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Absolutely, man. Couldn't be happier. Thank you.
The premiere is coming up shortly. Stand by.
All right, I'm here with Wisconsin. I've been up there, checked out the facility. They got a sweet facility up there. Makes some awesome raffle prizes. They have a lot of the products on display here. And actually one person is going to get lucky with a, well, I shouldn't say, everybody listening, under the seat there's a ticket for somebody who's lucky.
Check under your chair.
But no, I appreciate you guys coming out and tell us a little bit about what's going on. You got some color books, huh?
We do, yeah. We got a bunch of optics on display, so come stop by, talk optics. We got some pull tabs, so another chair under the chair.
For those of you guys, the pull tabs are a big deal up north, you know, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you've been to any supper club, Friday Fish Fry in Wisconsin, you're familiar with these. So a couple chances to win. We got binos, hats, rangefinders, all kinds of good stuff.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys coming, and we're ready to get this show started, so let's go.
All right, ladies, so much for being here. It is the 8th Annual Heartland Premiere, and we are about ready to get started. So go ahead and grab those drinks. Come on in, find your seats, and we're going to go ahead and get started. We are so excited to be doing this again at the Stoney Creek Hotel and Conference Center. We have plans of doing this here for the next couple more years. I'll just give you a forewarning. The plan is next year for the premiere to be the last Saturday in June. Obviously, this is happening on, it was the only day available, and so it just kind of worked out that way. So maybe have a little bit lighter crowd because of the fact that it was on the Father's Day weekend, but happy Father's Day to all of the dads who are able to make it here tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. It's really great to see so many familiar faces and honored at how many new people are here for the first time. If raise your hand. Well, that is great. Coming time. We're also real excited to once again be sharing this experience as a live stream. So this is actually streaming live, and the entire event's going to stream live on Heartland Bowhunter and Heartland Waterfowl's Facebook and YouTube pages, to where people all over the country can be enjoying this event along with the rest of us here in the room. When you get a chance, we'd go to Heartland Bowhunter and Heartland Waterfowl's YouTube page. Click subscribe. We're getting real aggressive with providing content on our YouTube channels, which is obviously then free. We're showing you content here tonight before it's going to be hitting the network, whether it be Outdoor Channel or Sportsman's channel. Sometimes you have to pay for content on a variety of different platforms. This is something fairly new that we have been doing with Heartland Waterfowl and Heartland Bowhunter, is creating new original content that lives on YouTube. So break out your phones right now, go to YouTube, find Heartland Bowhunter, Heartland Waterfowl, hit subscribe. That you get notifications whenever we come out with brand new content. Also want to thank our presenting sponsor in attendance, Midwest Land Group. Midwest Land Group has been a great title sponsor of this event for the last few years, and we're excited to have Brian Kraft and so many of the agents here today, like Steve Mott, Bryce Noon, James Lawson, and the Land Group agents that are here in attendance. If you're looking for land, the industry, if you're looking one of them, they're all walking around with Midwest Land Gear hats. They're pretty easy to find. Thank you, Midwest Land Group, for being the presenting sponsor of this year's event. And thanks to our supporting sponsors, 5 Land and Holding, Joe Palumbo, who is not only a member of Heartland Waterfowl, he runs 5 Land and Holding in West Texas. Thanks to him for sponsoring this event. Redmond Hunt and Trophy Rock, Kurt Conley, Boone, are you guys here? Going up so we can. Your legs work? I did at the golf tournament to find my golf ball in the thick stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, guys. We're not going to talk about you and how you dress, pal. I also want to thank Lacrosse Footwear. We got some awesome prizes to give away from them. Who got the On Elite Pack? A few of those we handed out. We handed out 100. Thanks for being a good sponsor to all of us here at the Heartland Brands. And then YETI. Hopefully you guys enjoy those YETI Yonders. You know, YETI has been such a great partner with us to do this every single year in the 8 years that we've done this, giving away anywhere from 200 to 300 pieces of drinkware. And we're hoping that we can continue that tradition for years to come. Also like to recognize a few other sponsors who are in attendance. They're probably still, but we want to thank Vortex all the way from Wisconsin who came here to be here today. So thank you, Vortex. Also Tornado Alley. Sean Wood is around here somewhere. Sean Wood, thank you for once again always being such a great friend and partner to Heartland Waterfowl. Yep. I think there he is, out back there in the back, just hiding from everybody. I don't know, do I have to recognize Everett from Tornado Alley? Carol from Garmin. So much for being here. We appreciate the support. Got lots of amazing raffle prizes that are going to be given away tonight, and thanks to all the sponsors who contributed to the YETI and the 200 Yonders. We want to make sure that you get those raffle tickets. We're going to be doing that at the end of the show. At this time, we'd also like to recognize Chandler Shoemaker and Brandon Franklin. Chandler Shoemaker, Brandon Franklin, where are you guys at? There they are. Come on up.
I just want to say a little something about these two fellows right here. You know, what we do is not possible without these guys. They're the ones that travel around, film our ugly mugs, make us look good, and put all the some of the dudes that have been working on the production tonight. So Dedicated to these dudes. They're awesome.
And in celebration for all their hard work, we're adding 10 more hours a week of workload for you guys. So thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, you can go sit down now. All right, so this is the time in the evening where we want to recognize all the team members. It's been brought to my attention. We're not going to. I'm going to names. We'll start with who are on these teams. We do want you to come up. And if you'd like to bring your wife, then by all means, come on up. Sean and Ashley Luchtel. Obviously, Sean's right here. Ashley's still probably working behind the booth. Mike and Bridget Hunsucker.
Sorry to interrupt. Just have to call a special announcement out for Sean and Ashley. It is their 6th. Happy anniversary. The girls are probably working, selling tickets. And today is Bridget's 26th birthday. So yeah, happy anniversary. I mean, happy birthday, happy anniversary to them. And yesterday was our 11th wedding anniversary. We got married when we were 15. Yeah, can't believe it. But they'll be in here eventually.
All right, let's recognize a few other of the team members. Mary Love, Skylar and Bethany Wersig, Todd Easley, Trent and Catherine Siegel, Derek and Katie Leininger, Nate and Lauren Flynn, Clay Kraft, and if somebody wants to claim him, if any ladies here would like to claim him, good luck. We should auction Clay off. Steve Leeper and Heather Falls, Brandon and Celeste Franklin, and then Chandler and Felicia Shoemaker. Also, special thanks to Joel Kenny Carson? Kaysen? Hey there. Hondu Piercy. That's, man, nobody came up here. No. Heartland Waterfowl, myself and my wife Rachel. By the way, I'm Ronnie. Thank you. We don't have any anniversaries or birthdays to celebrate, sorry. Brad and Sue Burdett, Logan and Haley Burdett. So big back there working behind the table today. Joe and Kate and Allison Champ. Nate Atkins, Dakota, Matt Westcoat and Ashley, Quentin Verlinick, and Justin Michaels. So big round of applause to our teams for doing this with us for many, many years. Before we go much further, we just want to make sure that we again reiterate how much we appreciate the women in our lives who support us in doing what we do. I mean, we're a few months ago, and I think I believe 55 days last year. We have 3 kids, 2 that are very young, and of course I'm just an example of everybody else and what they have to do. And the women have to hold down the fort, and that can sometimes be very stressful. And somehow they allow us to keep doing this. So, in our appreciation for them, we have bought each one of them a $100 gift card to Beauty Brands. So, thank you, ladies, for. Premiere is going to feature 2 original episodes, one from Heartland Waterfowl and our new season 10 on Sportsman's channel, followed by Heartland Bowhunter's new season 16, which will be on Outdoor channel. Now, before we get started with the show, you might remember if you were here last year, we raised some money before we got started with the show. Today, special day because it was the 2nd annual Heartland Premiere charity out at Adams Point. We 18 hole sponsors, 1 beverage cart sponsor, and then 2 restaurants that supported us for breakfast and lunch. The turnout for the event was incredible, and the community has really been special to us. And it's been really cool for us to have the opportunity and the platform to give back to the community. And by we have decided to partner this charity with Peace Partnership. This is an organization that to financially challenged families. And at this time, I'd like to introduce from Peace Partnership, the chairman, Dr. John Thompson.
Yay!
I was just going to say, before you get started, you got to let everybody know what your score was for golf history.
I am absolutely not going to let anyone know what my score was. I lost, I believe, a total of so yeah, great time there. Yes, I did have a great time. So that's true. Guys, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you from all of us at Peace Partnership for your support in what we're doing. As Ronnie said, we provide counseling for low-income families and kids. We have partnered with the Blue Springs School District and also the District. We are in 5. We'll be in a 6th school in Independence. And so my heart is kind of for the least of these. And so I want just to give all of you a shout out and really a sincere thank you for all of that. I'm a big fan of the idea that life is not about me, it's about we. And I think that love gives meaning. And I want to thank all of you because I don't know how much money was raised here, but I know it was quite a bit. Our average session fee last year was $30. And so you are going to, I'm imagining, going to be providing hundreds and hundreds of counseling sessions for people who would otherwise have no hope. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you. We resonate with what's going to go to us. And mental health is a serious issue in today's society. And sometimes the stigma is that the people who have mental health issues are those who come from broken homes, people that come from drug houses, and normal people, they don't have those problems. And I'm one of them, and the other. Wanting this platform and this opportunity to maybe just let you guys know that you just never know what somebody might be going through. In my particular case, I internalized a lot of depression, and I actually had suicidal ideation and struggled with it for a long time. And it wasn't until I had a panic attack on an airplane coming back from SHOT Show in Vegas that I got scared enough to go get help. And that's when I was told that I needed to get chemically balanced because I had been internalizing so many struggles that had been going on in my life due to the pandemic and career issues and personal issues and so on and so forth. And as a man, I was ashamed because as a man, you don't share your emotions, right? That's the society we live in. I was too ashamed to talk to anybody about it. And when I found out that I could open up about it, I realized that this is something that is pretty serious. People are losing their lives every day because they don't feel like they have hope.
Yeah, I grew up with it. I feel like at a young age, I had no idea what it was. Anxiety, and just in the long run, I realized it was a huge thing. And just growing up, was early diagnosed, I guess, maybe into my teens, and have dealt with it ever since. And there's a lot of different ways to go about it, but I feel like the best way to go about it is just talking to people and just getting in the right place spiritually. And it's serious. I mean, most people may brush it off that don't understand it, but those of you that may have it or deal with it, just make sure you talk out there with the ears, and it's the best thing you can do. So yeah, Peace Partnership, great organization. Couldn't be happier for them to be here, and let's raise some money.
Yeah, internalizing is destructive, and through this process, Sean and I felt really compelled to find ourselves an organization that provides those resources that could help other people. Well, I reached out to my church, and they were just so met John through a recommendation in our church, so it all kind of came together. I guess you could say it was a God thing.
Yeah, and
so,
John's spoken. He's a member of our church, and he's spoken there numerous times, and incredible speaker.
So we appreciate John's commitment to this space and how much love and care that he has for all individuals. Services like that should not just be for people who are financially advantaged, because all lives matter. And we want to make sure those people that don't have that money can get that kind of help. So, that being said, we have this special edition called Bobby Hayes. Bobby Hayes, stand up back there in the back. Sorry I didn't mention you earlier. I knew we were going to mention you now. Bobby Hayes did this for us. Thank you from Ducklander Calls, proud sponsor of Heartland Waterfowl. This is a custom LT hand-cut call. Well, it's season 10. It's a season 10 call, Heartland Waterfowl season 10 call. We're going to auction this off. This went for, the call we did last year, I think went for like $3,000 and then was given back another $1,000. All of this peace partnership, so John, he can help all of these. We're going to add $100, and I'm the auctioneer, and we're going to sound like I'm a professional one. So, hey, now 18, want to give me $100? Can I get $100 right there? $200? You want to go $500? Can we go $600? Anybody want to go $600? Need $600 right now? It's for the kids. Oh, that kid just raised his hand. Come on, Dad. Kids. $500. We need to go 6. Can we go to 6? We got it. There's kids raising their hands back there too. Come on, Mom and Dad. We get $600. We can get somebody to go. Okay, $550. Can we get somebody to go $550? $550. You're gonna go $550. Okay, we go 5. Let's go 6. Can we go up to 6? 6 back there in the back. We go up to 6. All right, let's go $650. Did you go $650 or did you just have a mosquito bite you? No. Okay, $650. Anybody want? We got $650 right there. Anybody want to go 7? You're going to go 7. What would you like to do? So you want to go 8? 8. 9. You want to go $1,000? Here we go. Come on. Can we go to $1,100? Anybody want to go $1,100? $1,100? Come on, come on, come on. Let's break last year's record. We're holding $1,100 back there in the back. Can we go $1,200? Anybody want to go $1,200 right here? We got 3 people bidding on this. $1,200. We're going 12. Did I say 1,200? So now we need to go 1,300. We're going to go 13 again. Keep 14. He says keep going. $1,400. $1,500. $1,800. $1,700. $1,900. $1,900. Oh boy, we're at $2,000. Anybody want to go 21? $2,100. $2,100 right there. Can we go 22? $2,200. $2,200 custom. $2,200. Let's go 23. Would you like to go 23, sir? 23. There it is. Can we go 24? Can we go 25? 25, 26 in the back. 26, 27. You want to go 27? 20, 28. We're almost at 3,000. Yeah. $3,100. Who wants to go 32? 32. So you got 3 people bidding on this. Can we go $3,200? $3,200. $3,200. Anyone who go 33? Are you in at 33? Are you in for 33? You're thinking really hard. You want to go one more time? 33, 34. Who wants to go 35? He says go 35. Keep going. Who wants to go 36? 3,600. We got 37. We might go to 4,000. $3,700. Can we go 37? Are we at 37, or is that where we're at? Are we asking for it, or do we have it? We're at 30. We're at 37. Okay, I think we're at 37. Anyone to go 38? 3,800. There's $3,800. We need to go 39. Anyone to go 39? We want to go 4,000. 4,000. You want to go again? Is that what that meant? 4,000 again. All right, so $4,100. $4,100, guys. We got somebody who's going to spend over $4,000 on this duck call that's going to go to the Peace Partnership that's going to help these kids who otherwise would not be able to get the help that they need. All right. $4,100. Can we go 42? Who wants to go $4,200? Can we go 43? 43? You want to go 43? Are you out completely? One more time? One more time? 43. 44. Who wants to go $4,400? We got 44. I knew he was going to do it. $4,400. Anybody want to go 45? 45. Yeah, you guys can participate in this too, all right? All of this is happening right here, but I don't want you to feel left out if you'd like to get involved. $4,500 is what we're asking for. Does anybody want to go $4,500? $4,500. We're at 44. We're at 44. We want to go 45. Let's give it. You want to get in on this? You bought the dot call last year. I just wanted to make sure. All right. We're at $4,400. We're $4,400 going once. $4,400 twice. Sold for $4,400. Steve Cospe, thank you, buddy. I love you. I love you, Steve. Thank you so much. Okay. That was awesome. All right. I need my glasses. We're going to take a few seconds to do the math so that we can fill out the check, and then we're going to do a photo op and have John come up here to present the check for, I don't know, $300,000 or something like that. No, I'm just kidding. Wouldn't that have been cool? Is that the final number? Does that include the 255? $17,700 was raised for Peace Partnership. Steve, why don't you come on up here, buddy? Here comes Steve. We would like to get him to be a part of this photo op with us. He's the one who just spent $4,400 on a duck call. We need somebody to take a picture, though. Hopefully we can find someone. Come on in here next to John. Thanks. Stand up, Brad. We got it? We got it? All right, there we go. All right, thanks again to our presenting sponsors, Midwest Land Group, our supporting sponsors, Five Land and Holding, Redmond Hunt and Trophy Rock, Lacrosse Footwear, Onyx Hunt, and YETI. We're going to be raffling off a bunch of prizes after the show. We've got a brand new, actually, here's another thing that we're going to be doing immediately after the show. We have a special auction for a Bowtech Carbon 1. This is a Mike Hunsucker wannabe because Mike is too selfish to donate his bow. So he got a bow donated to where he put all the stuff on it.
No. I bought a bow because this bow is. The Carbon 1 is the best bow I've shot in a long time, and we obviously are usually shooting the latest and greatest, newest bows, and they want us to shoot the new ones, and I said, I'm going to stick with this one for a while. So anyway, ordered a exact same model and loaded up with the Garmin sight and all the goodies, so it's a killer.
So we're going to auction that off after the show, and all the proceeds for that auction are going to go towards Wounded Warriors. With all that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here, and enjoy the 8th Annual Heartland Premiere.
When it comes to Midwest Land Group, their goal is simple. They're there to provide a service for the client. They want to get your land sold in less time, for more money, and less of a headache. As a seller, Midwest Land Group treated me as more of a business partnership. They were there to provide me with educated information to get my price point to where I was going to get the most optimal return. When it came time to sell my property, I knew that I had connections to potential buyers, but in the reality of the situation, Midwest Land Group had the perfect niche in connection to the right buyers, and it was really unparalleled to anyone else. When I bought the property, it was a for sale by ownership, so we did the deal off the table without a brokerage. When it came time to sell the property, I thought that I could do the same, but having the property listed for a few months and receiving very little attention, I knew that I needed to list it. Upon listing it with Midwest Land Group, you could see the extreme difference between for sale by owner as going to the brokerage. as there were buyers all over the place wanting to buy this property, and we had an offer on the table very quickly. When it came time to close, the process was really, really smooth. I never even had to leave my house. All the paperwork and the contract stuff that nobody really wants to deal with was very, very simple. It was provided right in front of my face via email, filled out the paperwork, got the property sold, and the process was over with. When it came to buying land, the main factors in doing so were not only the equity that I'd be building, but also the recreational value that comes along with it. I can go out and enjoy the farm, have fun on it, do some work, build it up, and then eventually sell the property and reinvest in a larger tract. Out here on my farm, checking out where we did this timber stand improvement, and it looks phenomenal. Lots of sunlight reaching the forest floor. A lot of these trees are dead or are still dying, and there's regrowth popping up everywhere. We ran prescribed fire through here after we finished the timber stand improvement, and it looks great. There's forbs popping up everywhere, tons of food for deer, all sorts of wildlife on the forest floor. This is exactly what we wanted. So upon deciding that I was going to list it with Midwest Land Group, we went in and walked the whole farm with my agent and looked at all the key points, all the hard work, and the things that I'd changed over the couple years that I owned it. We made sure that we were going to market the farm properly by those additions that I'd made to the farm, and that it wasn't going to just be any buyer to buy the farm. It was going to be a buyer that truly appreciated the hard work and value that the property had brought to the table. Land is one of the best investments you can make. With supply obviously being limited and the demand continuing to rise, you want to get a premium price out of your property. So going with Midwest Land Group is something that I would recommend to anyone. These guys know exactly what they're talking about. They're obviously very professional, and they're going to get you the price that you want out of your land and what you value it at. You spend all the time and money in improving this stuff, and it means something to you, so why not go with somebody that knows what they're doing and can get the price that you want out of it? I feel like the MLG difference is really their professionalism and their branding. It comes down to when you meet the agents and their marketing, you just have full confidence in getting your farm sold. And it was a very smooth process when it came to selling my farm, and I would do it again in a heartbeat next time.
Look at that slap.
We got us a good one.
Temperature dropping like crazy. It's good. This is Iowa. This is Iowa hunting right here. This is what it's all about. Yes! Rattle him in, baby. He's a giant, buddy. Yes! That's... Oh! Oh! Thank you, Jesus!
For a decade, Heartland Waterfowl has touched our souls with an unmatched brotherhood while sharing our passion for the pursuit of waterfowl. From the genuine excitement of thrilling hunts to the authentic gratitude for the many opportunities, we embody the true spirit of a waterfowl hunter. And through all of that, we have reached a milestone. Get ready for new adventures, untamed challenges, and unforgettable memories. After all of these years, we remain united fueled by dedication and bound by the common admiration for waterfowl. Embark on the journey. This is Heartland Waterfowl Season 10.
Right down the line. Right at us.
Time bends. Reality shifts. Everything slows down. The world seems to hold its breath, as if something extraordinary is about to happen. This is the pinnacle where dreams become reality, and a waterfowl hunter's dream becomes etched into history.
Always ready to go to Alaska or what?
Something like that.
Cold Bay, even though it's not really cold up there right now. It's actually going to be colder here, I think, than it's going to be in Cold Bay, Alaska.
Mediocre bay.
Average bay. You guys ready to go to Cool Bay?
Oh yeah.
Like a glove.
We're headed to a unforsaken land. I don't even know if that's the saying for it, but we're headed to, what do they call Alaska? The unexplored frontier? What is it? The last frontier. We're headed north. But we've got a long day of travel ahead of us, so stay tuned for that.
As you heard, we are headed to Cold Bay, Alaska to hunt with Jeff Wasley of 4 Flyways Outfitters, what is known to many as the dream location for waterfowl hunting. This is due to the rugged landscape, extreme weather conditions, and home to some of the most sought-after birds amongst waterfowl hunters in the world. Fortunately, I was blessed to draw a tag for the highly coveted emperor goose, a species that has faced population challenges and subsequently was closed to hunting in 1986, has since rebounded and reopened in 2017 due to extensive conservation efforts. Although the season is now open, the state still only issues 25 non-resident tags. Once I became aware of the history and beauty of the emperor goose in 2019, it immediately became a species on my bucket list.
We made it. How beautiful. Well, we have made it. We are here. It is a beautiful day. I mean, you don't get a nicer day than this in Cold Bay. It's probably the nicest day that we're gonna have all week. But really, besides tomorrow, there's a forecast for a lot of rain. Other than that, looks like it's gonna be pretty good. We should have some good weather for the first week of December in Cold Bay. We've definitely got lucky. So we're just kind of driving around the edge of Cold Bay now. We're gonna kind of watch some birds and see the sights. I mean, you guys can see it is just, it's gorgeous. This scenery is beautiful. Alaska's amazing. If you haven't been to Alaska, highly, highly recommend it. But it's gonna be a good first night here. Like I said, drive around, look at some birds, check out the sights, have some good dinner, and we're gonna come up with a game plan for the whole week. To be honest with you, I don't remember. So there are a lot of ptarmigan in Cold Bay, and while we were out here scouting, we happened to see a pile of them. There's probably 20 or 25 of them. So we're actually going to go around and kind of sneak through some of this brush here and see if we can't shoot some ptarmigan on our first night here while we're scouting. Scout just got even more excited.
Got another one. Felt like I was in Kodiak walking up that hill.
First ptarmigan, right?
First ptarmigan. Can't beat that.
Awesome. This is my kind of scouting now. That's one way to end travel day number 1.
Yeah.
We've been here like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, not long at all.
Saw the sights, shot some ptarmigan. We have amazing scenery. I'm just
Great.
happy to be here.
I'm happy
This
to
is
be
awesome.
here. This is awesome, for sure.
We're just now getting finalized here. We kind of have a short window, so Brant hunting is all based upon the tides. Tides are changing right now. That's what's getting these birds up stirring around. So me and old Denny here are gonna hop in, try and shoot our birds now. They're gonna go pick up the other 2 guys, and it might be fast and furious, but we'll see. There are a lot of Brant flying right now. Should be fun.
Oh man, I just got in the gunning hole. Alex shot a couple, Dakota shot 1. We got a 5.5 foot tide swing over the next like 3 hours, so Brant loved shallow water so they can get to the eelgrass or the gravel, whatever the case may be. So we're just literally every 30 minutes or so, we're just working this spread back with the tide to keep in the shallow water. You want to be as shallow as you possibly can. I got 2 to shoot, so hopefully these birds keep moving here this morning. Left side, hard left, hard left, hard left, hard left, hard left, hard left. See him? You on him? Well, I'm done. That's the double. Hey, that was cool. Short-lived, but fun. All right. Ball game.
The game is over. We win today.
Good morning, shooting Brant. We're gonna pick it up now. That way we can go back. The plan is to get this picked up here, head back to the house, change a little bit of gear around, and see if we can't get out this afternoon to shoot an emperor. The wind's supposed to be a lot lower this afternoon, so this is not in our wheelhouse at all. You know, hunting out of layout boats, hunting salt like this, it's not our element. So it's really fun to do something that you're not accustomed to. So, all in all, fun day.
The plan was to head out in the afternoon to hunt emperor geese, but the unpredictable Cold Bay weather brought us heavy wind, rain, and fog. So we decided to head back to the cabin to wait for a break in the weather in hopes to try again the next afternoon.
So it's our second morning here in Cold Bay. We're actually headed out on the bigger boats today. The weather is a lot better today than it was yesterday. The winds have died down quite a bit. That's going to allow us to go a lot further into Cold Bay where we want to be. We're going to go out and shoot some sea ducks this morning, some eiders, harlequin, things like that. And then as soon as we're done hunting sea ducks, we're going to go over and set up, and fingers crossed, the emperor goose is going to get checked off the list today. So really excited. We've been looking forward to this day for a while. The weather looks great. This is going to be awesome. So we just got into the layout boat, and we still have about 15 minutes or so. Already have ducks trying to work into the spread here. I mean, what do you say, right? Look at what we're doing. Like, snow-covered mountains behind us, gorgeous weather. We're gonna be out here shooting some amazing ducks. It's gonna be an awesome morning. I'm very excited. This is the day we've been waiting for a long time.
It's an eider. That's too far, dude. That's what we want right there. Oh, there's two more right there. Gosh, dang it. Bunch of them. No, it's a hen. Eider in the middle. What's this back one right here? It's close. Eider. That's a poke. That's an awkward.
That happened out of nowhere.
Okay. I'm not sure. Well, he's dead. Oh yeah.
That's a stud.
Okay, so it's been tough this morning because these birds have been coming, a lot of them have been coming off our back shoulder, and well, by the time you see them, of course they're sea ducks, they're 60 yards before you have a chance. We're just sitting here talking about sea ducks, talking about stuff, and this Pacific eider, literally just, we both look over and it's landing in the decoys. I don't know if you got any of it, but I just shot a Pacific eider. So stoked about it. So stoked about it. Like, dude, awesome.
Let's go! Woo! Dang. That's a tank. Let's go. Woo!
That is awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
Awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
I can't wipe the smile off my face. Let's do that a few more times. Harlequin. Just kidding. That's a hint. Oh, they're just not on the right flight line. That was the Harlequin we wanted. After killing my Pacific eider, the bird started a flight line that split the layout boat. Logan had a similar struggle with the bird staying just out of range, so we decided to pack up and reshift our focus as the conditions were better in the afternoon for trying our luck at filling my Emperor goose tag. So it's getting pretty close to the end of shooting time, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. We saw a lot of birds in here today. They're just flying really high. They're not quite doing what we need them to do, but we have a perfect plan for the morning. We know right where we want to be. So we're gonna pick this up here, head back to the house, and we already have our game plan for the morning. So we know right where we want to be. So tomorrow morning, it's gonna be it. We're gonna check the Emperor goose off the list.
Got a lot of decoys.
It's like a different kind of feeling on this hunt, right? Because there's obviously a lot more pressure that comes with it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime bird, you know, maybe one opportunity. Looking forward to this moment for months and months, almost a year since I found out. So it's like, you know, we go shoot mallards and stuff where they were having fun. Hey, it is what it is. Here, it's like there is some weight on your shoulders. But another beautiful morning. The sun's kind of popping out. Got a great hide. There's a lot of emperors around, so I got a good feeling that today that weight's gonna get lifted. Hard left, right down the line. Right down the line. Right at us. Far
right one.
Right down the line. Right down the
Far
line.
right one's a big one. The second one on the left is a big one. And the right one of that pair.
Second, yeah.
The right one of that pair.
Get him, get him.
You guys get that?
Oh my gosh.
It looks dead to me.
Woo! Talk about some pressure.
Look at that, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Put her there, man.
Thank you so much.
Nice job. Nice job.
That happened so fast. Like, we've literally been sitting here this whole time, like, waiting for this moment. I've never been so nervous to shoot a bird in my life,
I'll get
dude.
it if you want it. Wait for another.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
Like,
you. Yeah,
it's
I
hard
could
for
just
me.
see that one glowing.
It's hard for me to describe it because it's like the big game hunt of waterfowl, right?
He'll end up somewhere there. I'll get him if you want to wait for a slot.
Awesome, dude. Great shot, dude. Yes, yes. He literally when the group was coming in, right? We've always said, you don't want collateral damage. You can't hit another one, and they were so tight there for a second, and they just split perfectly. Like just split perfectly.
Pretty windy. It should blow fast.
It should blow into that point.
Right on, bro. Good shot. Crushed it.
Make sure eagle doesn't come in.
See it picking up? You see it picking up? Alright, so I'm about as stressed out can be because I finally made a great shot on the once in a lifetime emperor goose, and immediately that current pulled it so fast out to shore we weren't able to get it, and it's out there probably, I don't know, 80-90 yards or so, and we're just following it down the bank hoping that this wind should be pushing it into shore. The current's a little bit different out there, so now we're just basically running down shore. A bald eagle just picked it up and dropped it, so we're dealing with eagles trying to eat it, seagulls trying to mess with it. Very, very stressed out right now. So. We've looped around here to where the tide and the wind is in our favor, and we can spot them. So now it's basically a waiting game. So a stressful morning.
We got him! It only took a couple eagles.
Oh yeah! 10 feet, baby! Yeah! Hell yeah!
My gosh, dude. Look at this. Look at this bird.
That is awesome.
Oh my gosh, you don't know what hell of a recovery. What a relief this is. What a relief this is. What a pretty bird, man. I mean, like I said it a million times, like you draw the tag and you imagine what it's gonna be like for months, right? And then it finally happens. You wanna get out of the ocean?
Yeah.
Let's go to shore, huh? Well, a dream has come true. An ultimate bucket list bird. And I'm kind of speechless. I mean, the hunt this morning went absolutely perfect. It worked out exactly how he wanted it to. We had an awesome group come in.
this big bird stood out significantly more and made a perfect shot. And I got to check the emperor goose off the waterfowl dream bucket list. And I can't be more thankful. It was a stressful recovery. The riptide pulled it out quick. I mean real quick. And actually, if you'll see here, a bald eagle actually grabbed it and tried to pick it up. Actually got it about 10 feet in the air and tried to take it, which is crazy enough to see. So we're able to loop around this bay here, wait for it to wash ashore. But I mean, what do you say, dude? This is incredible. An incredible goose, an incredible place to kill a goose. I'm just blessed.
I can't even do it seriously. We're out on the dinghy right now. Got him. There's no way you could film that, but I got him out of the dinghy. Stoned him dead. I got him out of the dinghy. First Pacific Eider. Got him. Yeah. I think they're all drakes too. They all are all drakes. Shot 3 drake longtails in one shot. I don't know if Q got that out of the dinghy or not. They keep coming behind our camera guy, Q here. And we're, obviously, it's super windy out here and they're bouncing around in this dinghy. It's very, very difficult to film, but I got 3 with one shot. Oh man, this is so much fun.
That was cool. That's the first longtail of the trip for me this time.
Oh my God!
Yeah!
No way! Nice shot.
Yeah! What a morning!
Yes.
What a morning!
Land. You explore it. You hunt it. You work it. And they're not making any more of it. Midwest Land Group. Buyers, sellers, and land connected.
yeah, here he comes, here he comes. He's too far now. 60. There he goes. Unbelievable. Opening day in Missouri. Unreal. Target buck we're after. Literally just fed right in front of us, like 35 yards in the food plot, and fed right through it. Went out through the timber. We can hear acorns dropping like crazy right here behind this old pin oak in front of us. And I got it as ready as quick as possible, but by the time I did, he was at the very edge of the food plot, like 65, 70 yards away, heading out. So, not gonna, chance that on opening night, but hopefully he'll come back. I don't think he is. I think he's gonna feed out to the beans, eat acorns and browse on his way out, but you never know, he could come back. He's a cool, really cool buck.
This encounter began the 3-year quest for Floppy. I first got trail camera photos of Floppy in 2019 when I estimated him to be 4 years old, and knowing the kind of potential that he had, it was worth investing some time in the off-season to hang a new tree stand and try to lure him in 2020 with a lush green plot that I dubbed the Floppy Plot.
It's like a 6'3", that's a long way. Raccoon just came out. That's the trail that he was gonna cross on. Or that he crossed on last time. I can't imagine him to jump the fence right there though. Dang it. Same trail as opening day. 60-ish yards. Although opening day he came out closer, so I would have shot him in the middle of the food plot. Tonight he came out the far end of the food plot. That is an old, mangled up buck. He's got a limp now. Both of his ears are dropping down to the side. It's November 11th. His wife decided not to come today, so I'm in her place. So, Bridget, I hope it doesn't happen actually, but hey, if it does, that's the way it goes.
Burp. He's really deaf.
He is deaf.
100% deaf. Burp. Burp. Burp.
He can't hear it all. That is unbelievable.
It seems like every time we have an encounter with Floppy, we learn something new, and after the latest, he appears to be deaf, which I can only assume is tied to his injured ears and the way they droop. Although we would never catch up with him during the 2020 season, as regular as he was, we figured it'd be a sure deal in 2021. Much to our surprise though, he was much less regular, and I decided not to put all my chips in one basket.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. First one off the farm?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Going into the 2022 season, I was hopeful to continue the chase, and I was going to do everything within my power to be prepared. All the preseason due diligence was done, and the Missouri opener was right around the corner, so it was just time to be patient and wait for him to show back up from his summer range.
Excuse me, sir, can you tell me what today is?
Opening season.
Opening day of deer season. Your first day as a 6-year-old hunter. You ready to shoot? Do a little practicing? All right, go set her up, buddy.
Although it varied the past couple of seasons, he almost always showed back up on the farm, late August or early September. This year, though, he was yet to show, so we were forced to focus on other deer. Also, as much as we travel out west, making time to get out with the family while the weather's favorable is perfect before we hit the hard rut.
I about stepped right on that sucker. What was that?
Dad almost just stepped on a snake.
Yikes. That was a nice black snake. Mr. Brandon would not have liked that. He would have ran for the hills. He's scared of snakes. Oh my gosh.
My first deer.
Give me a hug. I love you so much.
My deer. We both got mine.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that's a great buck.
He's nice.
Let's see. Hold him up. I want to see his points again.
We couldn't have imagined a better start to the season as a family, and I don't think I could have been any more proud of my boys, both getting their first bucks in the same season. And at that point, my season was made, but I did still have Floppy on the mind as he was starting to become more regular, and the rut was right around the corner. With rifle season right around the corner and an aptly timed cold front blowing in, I knew I was going to need a north wind option. Up to this point, I'd been fairly conservative and doing everything I thought was the right way to get an opportunity, but it just hadn't happened, so I knew I had to try something different. It was time to get aggressive and try to catch him closest to the area he's the most comfortable in.
All right, it's opening day of Missouri rifle season, it seems like. It's kind of hard to believe it's here already. It's November 12th, and we're out here for a pretty special buck, Old Floppy. If you've been following along at all whatsoever, you know the saga. This ridge falls off right here, and they love betting on that too, so it's good travel. Yeah, that's what Floppy kind of, he kind of seems to split time. He's gonna cross the fence down there. I don't know if he's deaf or not. He's not coming. Well, what a morning it's been. It's been an incredible morning. Picture perfect, everything you could want besides launching an arrow. I had that close call with that 6-year-old buck. I was like, I don't really want to shoot this deer. I'd have a tough time passing him if he came by at 20, but Then I look up and here comes Floppy cruising down the ridge. He jumps the fence at probably 100 yards. And I just had a feeling the direction he was heading up to this ridge to bed. And that's what he did. I called to him, and he actually did hear. He's not completely deaf. So he actually did hear. But didn't come. He wasn't interested. Good to lay eyes on, though. Only saw him once from the stand last year, I think, so. So I know he likes to bed on this ridge, and just the encounter the other day where he came across, there's a fence that runs right along here by the stand on the camera, and he jumped the fence, headed right up to that ridge. I think he's coming from these bigger fields where there's actual ag. Here, you know, the rut's in full swing, so it's nobody's predictable, but he definitely loves to be spending time in this area. We just got to figure out how we can intercept him. It's the 14th of November here in Missouri, and I am stuck hunting old Floppy. We're battling it out. He's 7 years old, been hunting him for 3 years. He's been a really tough one to figure out, but he has been fairly regular recently in this area. I had him a few nights ago in this food plot just right here to our east, so hopefully tonight is the night. Floppy's he's one of those deer I don't like to lose, and I've been losing for quite a while. He's coming. He's already kind of nervous acting. All right, he just put his head down. Which way is he going? He's right by the tree line. I'm not even going to call to him. He's already made his mind up. So dang close again. One more piece of the puzzle. Back up on the hardwoods tonight. Big heavy 10. Okay, he's coming directly to us right behind that shagbark tree. Let's get it right, Steve. Yep. Big buck that I only have pictures of one time last year, or a couple times. Have not had him on camera this year. Big deer. I mean, not gonna pass up a shot. Everything happens for a reason. Sometimes it's hard to understand why, though.
At this point in the game of cat and mouse with Floppy, I'm digging for any and all details. The more obvious things weren't adding up, and he was unlike any deer I'd ever hunted, almost as if the lack of the one sense heightened the others. He knew exactly what he needed to do to survive in an area where few reach his age.
He just jumped. He's going the same path he went the other day. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know. See, he's cruising across the ridge right there at the bottom. Back in the tree this morning, and it is just howling. Saw Floppy cross the same spot he did the other day. Headed up into this bedding area where he likes to bed. Man, I've never been this focused on locking down a deer in his pattern. He's the most irregular buck that I've ever hunted. I've literally gone through and marked every single time he's daylighted in blue, where at and which direction the wind was, what time, whether it's morning or night. I've marked the days we hunted in black. It's so rare to have a buck that daylights so regularly that you can't ever seem to see from the stand or get killed. So this one's got me. This one's got me baffled. Hopefully tonight's the night. We've only been saying that for 3 years. What a bummer, man. Not what you want on November 17th. We're following the big buck tracks right here. They go this way. We finally got a change in the wind direction and are able to hunt down here on the creek. We've not been in the stand long. Took us a while to get in because there was a doe and a little buck up on this ridge. It's barely 3 o'clock. We got plenty of time tonight.
What's happened?
He's coming kind of at an angle slowly. Oh shoot, don't look. You got him. Hopefully he sees these does. He almost has to. What'd you say? Yep, he's coming out. I just want to give you a big hug. Oh. Oh my God. You know there's only one reason why I'd be calling you right now.
I gotta go get my gator.
Get the gator, baby. I got him.
Did you really?
I finally got him, buddy.
Son of a good deal, all right. Oh my gosh. I mean, you've been hunting him for 3 or 4 years. Unbelievable.
Yes.
And he's, you know, oh my gosh.
Long time coming.
I can't wait to see him.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right, bye. I've been waiting for this moment a long time, my friend. This is one of the most unique deer I've ever seen in my life. Ever since I've known him. Look at these ears. They literally droop down. They droop down to the side, and I have no idea why. I can't wait to take a look at him, but lived most of his life right here I knew it, but still couldn't ever get an opportunity at him because he was so smart. It finally came together. Floppy is no more. Ooh, ooh.
You can turn that off. I don't told you you would get it done. Great.
Oh my gosh, I love it. That is a crazy shot. Babe.
I'd like to take my glove off.
You know you
No.
don't have to be freezing every day, you guys.
Well, it's actually gonna warm up, but
Of course it's going to warm up.
You
You did amazing.
Proud of you. I
Put in
told you you would get it. You always get more.
Guidos to celebrate.
I am absolutely beside myself. Finally, I got the opportunity that was so many years in the making, and never have I ever before been so heavily invested in one particular deer. I feel like I learned more as a bow hunter from this buck than I have learned from any other buck ever before. This deer in this pursuit really is a classic example of why I have so much respect for these animals and why this bow hunting lifestyle means so much to me.
just saw a buck and a doe locked down right here. The whitetail aren't the only thing rutting, boys.
What we've been doing, just wasn't clearly enough. And now I'm probably going to shoot him opening day of rifle season with a bow at like 20 yards. Or maybe I'll bring the gun just in case. Shows up at the bottom of the plot. Heartland gun hunter will ensue.
It's one of the best ever made. They don't make them anymore. Sean tries to tell me it's his. Nah. He said the guy that broke mine, which is true.
Check. Speech.
There's not much more to say, really, honestly. That's one of the moments I've been like speechless in my life. I feel like it's just crazy how much, we're fortunate to hunt all over the place and build these, stories and these adventures and hunt deer. And it's like, it's pretty rare that one gets you that good. So it was a long time coming, and just was an unbelievable moment when it all did finally come together.
All right, so here's the time of the night where we're going to do another auction. And before we do that, Wounded Warriors, we should bring them up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are they in here?
Here
we are. All right, fantastic. So we're going to get ready to auction off a bow to benefit Wounded Warriors. And to tell us more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. The bow we're auctioning off is the Carbon One, same bow that I use with the Garmin Zero sight. It's fully decked out with a quiver, tight spot, and everything. Yeah, it's out there. We can bring it in too, but it's an amazing bow, and we get asked all the time about just the setups and the sight, especially the Garmin sight. And in that particular hunt, I literally owe that hunt to that sight. Like, as you guys saw, it was like game over, 30 yards, a doe right in front of us. He was coming right to her, and when he charged in and bumped her, she decided to run straight away from us for whatever reason. And I was already at full draw, and he was behind branches and turned to walk straight away. And I was able to wait for him to turn and then range him, and then he actually stepped into the clearing. So I was at full draw the whole time and was able to range him, and he was actually like 64 yards when he came out. And so had I not had that sight, like I literally would have had to let down, range him, and then draw back again, which I don't even know if I would have been able to do with all the deer in the food plot and just the deer on edge. Like, that deer is unbelievable, just like super, super keen, just because of maybe his lack of hearing, I don't know. But just an awesome hunt, awesome experience. So this bow is an incredible bow, but even bigger than that, it's we're going to auction it off for an incredible cause. So let's hear a little bit more about Wounded Warriors in action.
All right. Well, does anybody else want to shoot big deer at 64 yards? And first of all,
24 is okay too.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to shout out to Mr. Steve. I know he bought that duck call earlier. I happened to be sitting right in front of him during that auction, and I can tell you I have never sat that still in a tree stand before. And especially when I got over $2-3 grand, and just kudos to Mr. Steve for making that happen for a great cause. But my name is Lance Cornelius, and I'm one of the volunteers for the Wounded Warriors in Action Foundation, and specifically the MOCAN group. We're based out of St. Joseph, Missouri. In 2010, it was started by me and 3 of my buddies, and what we wanted to do was, none of us have served in the military, but we wanted to give back. The way we look at it is, I get to do what I get to do. I'm an insurance agent in Southwest Iowa, but I get to do what I get to do because of all the men and women out there that are willing to put their lives on the line for our freedom. And one of the things that we found is that there's a big gap when there's people that have served and been injured in the military. They go from living their lives with, honestly, their brothers and sisters in arms to being pulled out of that family whenever they're injured. And a lot of the PTSD and a lot of the depression issues that come about is because they go from living their life at the tip of the sword to then being completely pulled out of that family that they're used to. And so what we try to do is we try to pair, these are all combat wounded veterans, Purple Heart recipients, we try to pair them up for outdoor adventures all across the U.S. And at MOCAN, what we do is we call it the Ducks and Bucks because we have them come out, we host, in 2010 we started out with 4 of us guides and 3 hunters, and last year I think we hosted 14 hunters, and we have like 70 plus volunteers. But what we try to do is we try to get these guys reconnected with other folks that are in a similar situation as they are. And in 2010 I got to take the first guy deer hunting, and it was a lot of fun. But what really changed me, and I'll put it this way, put me on fire for this opportunity to help these folks, is in 2013, I got to take a young man hunting, and his name is Garfield. And Garfield was confined to a wheelchair because his Humvee got blown up in an IED. And in talking to Garfield, and I don't know if you all remember the second weekend of 2013, but the weather sucked for deer hunting. And I was apologizing all over myself. I couldn't buy a deer to put in front of him. And we were sitting there talking, driving out to the blind one day, and I said, man, I just don't know what's gonna happen. I'm making all these excuses. And he goes, Lance, let me tell you what I would be doing right now. He said, in my house, I've got a bay window in my living room that overlooks my neighborhood. He said, if I was at home, oh, my bad. He said, if I was sitting at home, I'd be in my chair looking out the window, watching other people live their lives. He said, this weekend, I get to be one of the guys. I get to experience things I never thought I would experience once again. And come to find out the next day when we started visiting a little more with Garfield is that he was really, really battling depression issues because of the circumstances he was in. And after that weekend, it really gave him a new drive for life. And being able, I was telling somebody earlier tonight, being able to help one guy, being able to help one person turn their life around, just give them some more hope and let them know that there are great Americans out there, like all of you in this room, that are willing to help them get there. It is worth 100% of my time. And the other thing I'll mention is our name is we're the Wounded Warriors in Action Foundation. I always want to make sure people know we are not the Wounded Warrior Project. With us, 96% of every dollar that gets donated goes towards putting combat wounded veterans in outdoor experiences to help with the healing process. So I want to thank Mike and all the guys at Heartland Bowhunter. You guys, I think this is the 4th year you've all done this, and it's a great partnership, and we really appreciate everything you guys do.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys. It's pretty cool to see like the common between Wounded Warriors in Action and Peace Partnership, and just the I'm sure that the reality of being in the outdoors and the therapeutic side of that you guys can all relate to. Like it's pretty amazing. So it's cool to hear those stories and see how everything's come together. So I am not an auctioneer. So
neither am I.
I know Ronnie loves this. He absolutely loves this.
I do not love this, actually.
Every year he's like, can we get a real auction guy? And I'm
is there a real auctioneer in the room that could
I think he's
do
pretty
this
good,
professionally? Steve Mott can do it? Steve Mott, come up here. Steve Mott, come up here. I didn't realize this. Get up here. Can you really do it? Can you do this? All right, sweet. I don't have to do it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think you ask every year and nobody ever answers the call.
Did you recently become an auctioneer?
Man, it's been a while. It's been a while.
I've been asking every single year, and you've not risen.
You gotta warm up a little bit. You gotta.
All right, warm up.
Took 2 trees.
Warm up. May I have your attention, please? All right, here we go. Where are we going to start this at? Mike, where do you want to start this price at?
I think $1,000.
How much? 1,000?
1,000. We'll take it up $1,000 increments.
Okay.
No. Who will give me 1,500? 15 to 15. There's 15. Now 2,000. 2,000 to 2,000. 2,000. There we go. 2,500. Right back to you. 3,000. Right to you. 3,000. 3,000. Got 2,500 right here. It's been a while, so give me a little help here. 3,000. 3,000. Looking across the room. 30,000. Hey! 3. Now 3,500. Would have been 3,500. Would have been 35. 35. Would have been 35. Would have been 35. We got 3,000 here. 35. 4,000. Back to you. 4. 4,500. 5. 5,000. Yes, ma'am. 55. 55. Would have been 55. 55. Now 6. 6. 65, sir. 7 to you. 7,500, sir. 75. Would have been 75. I know there's more money in this room. Got 7,000. 75. Now 8. We're at 8. 8,000. You've got a couple more in you. I can see it. Please come on with it. 8,000. How about this? 77.50. I'll give you $250 off right there. 77.50. Keith, that deer was still in. There we go. 8,000 would have been 8. Would have been 82.50. Would have been 82.50. Now 82.50. 82.50 somewhere in this room. Come on now. Back to you. Yes, ma'am. 8,500. Would have been 85. Would have been 87.50. 9,000. 9,000. Let's go, room. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. 92.50 would have been 9,500. 9,500 would have been 95. Would have been 95. 95. Somewhere in this room is $9,500 sitting out there. 95. Now 97.50. 97.50 would have been 97.50. 9,500. 97. 10,000. Right to you, sir. 10,000. Come on now. 10,000. Somewhere right here in the room. $10,000 is sitting out there. 10,000. 10,250. 10,250. Would have been 10,250. 10,000. We got 10,000. We got 10,000. 10,000. Who's got 10-1 in their pocket? 10-1. 10-1. Going once. Going twice. Sold. $10,000.
Yo! Steve!
Thank you. You're going to be killing some ducks and killing some bucks, my friend.
What? You want to do this again?
Uh-oh.
So Steve, who just bought this duck call for $4,400, just gave it back. He's going to give the $4,400 and says, put this back in the auction to raise more money for Peace Partnership.
Wow.
Steve Mott, I need you back up here.
Turns out he likes bucks more than ducks.
I didn't hear you.
I said, turns out he likes bucks more than ducks.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, Steve, use your skills and see if you can get that duck call sold for $10,000, and then you've really done something.
Ronnie enjoyed being the hip guy.
Yeah, well, that just adds a little flavor to the room. All right, give him a mic.
Have a flag out in the crowd.
I think Ronnie's better than me.
No.
Okay, if you had a chance earlier, you got a chance again. Never does that happen at an auction.
So we had Barney and we had Mary. Is Mary in here? I know we had 3 people at one time. If Mary's not in the room, let her know to bring her back to the room. But let's go ahead and go. You want to go ahead and get started? Should we start at $100?
I think it'd be smart to get Mary back in here if she's got the money in her pocket.
All right.
No, we'll start at $500. $500 out there. 500. We'll do 500. Yep. 1,000. 1,500. We'll do 15 to 15. Now 2,000. 2,000 to you, ma'am, right here. I have 1,500 right here. Looking for 2,000. 2,000 would be 2,000. Would be 2,000. I got 1,500. 1,750. I'll give you a little break there, ma'am.
Can you turn down the music just a little bit?
1,750.
Turn down the music just a little bit.
Mary, you're in the room. We got 2,000 for the duck call. You add it all up to 4,000. It's a deal. 2,000. $1,750 here, looking for $2,000. Would have been two, no, would have been two, would have been two. I got $1,750. Yes, yes, $2,250. $2,250, no, $2,250 would have been $2,250. Got $2,000 in the rack. $2,250, looking for $2,250. $2,100, somewhere out there, got $2,100 sitting there. $2,100 would be $2,100. $2,100. I'm gonna sell it. Going once, going twice. Sold it. $2,000.
Yes, 2,000. 2,000. 2,000. All right. Check. Can you guys turn down the music, please?
Awesome.
Where's the music come from? All right. Thank you.
Yes.
We want to cut this because we just experienced some really cool moments there. We sold a bow. Well, first of all, we sold the duck call once for $4,400. We raised, I guess, after another $2,000, $6,400. I mean, what were we at? 2,000, so $19,700 for Peace Partnership, right? We did a bow for $10,000, is that right? What you guys don't know is just before the show started, after we got done doing all of our stage presence, Brian Kraft of Midwest Land Group came up to me and put his arm around me. And he said, after you auction off that bow, you tell everybody that we're going to match the 17.7, so now it's going to be 19.7. And whatever the bow goes for, we're going to match that also for that project. Midwest Land Group, thank you so much. All the agents from Midwest Land Group, thank you for everything that you do. What does that total come to? I'm trying to do the math in my head right now.
19.7 times 2.
Yeah, 19.7 times 2 is what, 20? Anyway, it's a lot of damn money.
29.
You think you can do something with over 20,000 actually, right? No, 30-some thousand dollars. 39,400, right? Or 39.7. You think you can do something with that? All right. Guys, thank you guys so much. That was touching. That really touched my heart. Really did. And Brian Kraft, thank you. I love you, brother. Thank you. All glory to God, right?
I'll grab it for a photo op later.
Okay, let's get some raffle prizes up here and let's give away some of the cool stuff. We're going to get this check cleaned off and we're going to have to redo a photo op at some point because that last picture does not do justice at all. So do we have raffle tickets? Hang tight. If you got raffle tickets, thank you again for supporting the cause. Money generated with the raffle tickets obviously helps us cover our costs. We don't charge anything for this event. We want to make sure that we position ourselves financially, that we can continue to do this every single year, give you guys some really cool stuff, and then financially it helps us to keep coming back using this venue to where we can keep making this a free event. This is not a money maker for us. Any money that we're really trying to make is really going towards the charities. So,
Man, I was really thinking about buying it.
get those raffle tickets out.
They're a little tight. I didn't see you raising your hand. I was going to. We're getting these prizes in here? And then they went
Yeah.
to 5.
Yeah. So what is that thing? We'll start with that. Is that a Yeti?
What is that thing called? The tote? I forget. The Yeti. That? The Yeti thing to go down. Loadout box?
We need to bring some Yeti loadout.
This is the new Yeti loadout box. Is this from Yeti or is this the one from? But is this from Yeti? All right, here we go. Get those tickets out. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right, last 4 digits, 5123. 655-123. 655-123. 655-12. We got a winner? You could act a little more excited than that, pal. Come on. Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah, that's the small one.
Oh, okay. So here's the ticket for that. Do what? Oh, so they're going to kill the live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching online, thank you guys so much, no matter where you are in the country, for watching on Heartland Bowhunter or Heartland Waterfowl Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate your support. Make sure you hit that hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications bell. More original content coming soon to those YouTube channels. Have a good night. All right. Now I need